Good morning and Merry Christmas. This is Dwayne, and I'd like to talk today about O Christmas Tree, arranging O Christmas Tree in a little more interesting way than it would appear in sheet music. For one thing, you can play O Christmas Tree with just two chords. Did you know that? No matter what key you play it in, it's just the 1 chord and the 5 chord. Watch. Yeah, let's do it in the key of C, based on the scale of C, just to keep it simple. That's the C chord, G chord, C, just the 1 and the 5 chord. Let's do it in the key of F. Here's the key of F is based on the scale of F, so the 1 chord is the F chord, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 chord would be the C chord. So let's see if we can do it in just two chords there. 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 1. If we did it in the key of G. 5, 1, 5, 1. Okay? Now, I'd like to add a few more chords. Not many, maybe just 2 other chords. What I'd like to do, in the place of the 5 chord, I'd like to substitute the 1, 6, 2, 5 chord progression. The 1, 6, 2, 5 chord progression is the one you probably know, like this. Okay, it's the 1 chord and then the 6 chord in some form. We're not going to use it in its minor form. And then the 2 chord and then the 5 chord. Okay, so watch as I play O Christmas Tree and just use those chords. Okay, now let me show you the voicing first of all. Instead of just holding the chords, I'm using a chording style. 1, 2, 3. And so on beat 1, I hit a low C. And then I voice the C chord. Instead of the C chord like that, I put it in an open voicing in a stacked 4th formation. Starting on the 3rd, then hitting the 6th, and then the 9th. Okay? So I'm starting on low C. See that? It gives a little more of a Charlie Brown flavor, a little more contemporary. Okay? And then for the G chord or G7th chord, I simply move up my left hand. It's like my hand is frozen from that chord, that C chord. I just move up 1 white note, and I move my bottom note up 1 white note, my next note up 1 white note, my top note up 1 white note. See that? From C to G7, that'll function as G7. What that is the 7th, 3rd, and 6th of the G7th chord. Okay? And it has that open kind of jazzy sound. Okay? Listen. Now we're going to go to the 6th chord. This is a 6th chord. I told you the 6th chord was A minor. In this form, we're going to start on the 7th, and then use a flat 9th, 3rd, and then either the 5th or the raised 5th. Either one is okay. And that goes to the 2 chord, which is D minor. See, below D, and then G7th, and back to C. Okay, so C. If you want a little variety, you can move up to half step there. F7, and I voice that with a low F, and then the 7th, 9th, 3rd, and 6th. My right hand, I'm playing B and D, and then in on C. And then I could do a little run based on that chord, that open voicing chord. I'm going to play D, G, C, and then take it up the keyboard like that. Okay. Now, also on my way from C to A7th, I could do a half-step slide. I could go down to B flat. Watch. C, now B flat 7th. Now that A chord that we talked about. D minor, G7th, C, B flat, A7th. Notice in my right hand, I'm doing a little sliding as I go from G up to C. I go. Just being a little playful. In other words, just playful, not so literal, but just playing around. Now, you could do this. So I'm playing in thirds. And there at the end, if you want to, you could just take, what I'm doing is I'm taking G up to C and just sliding up like that. And my left hand is going from G down to C. Except I'm doing it on the highest G and the lowest G. Like that. Erroll Garner used to end his songs often with something like that. Kind of wraps it up. It's like putting a punctuation mark on the end. Okay, well that's just a couple ideas for arranging O Christmas Tree. So have fun with it. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.